Hey there and welcome to this lesson. My name is Oksana and I'm so excited to share with you how I make this flower. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we will make the simple rose flower in a basic technique. I specifically designed this template so that anyone, even a newbie, could cut it and easily and quickly assemble it. But a simple flower doesn't mean that the flower is not beautiful enough. Despite the plain shapes of the petals, all sizes and proportions are ideally selected by me to make the rose look harmonious and lush. So let's get started. Okay, for one rose flower, which size is about 11 inches in diameter, we need 14 petals number 1, 4 petals number 2, 1 small centerpiece, 2 large centerpieces, and bases. I've prepared and cut all my petals using a cutting machine, but if you don't have one, you can easily cut these simple shapes by hand. Just use the PDF file for printing. A few words about the paper. You can use any paper, but it's preferable that it's not too thin like an office paper and not too thick. I personally recommend using paper weighing from 120 to 175 GSM. Let's start with the first row. We need to prepare 5 petals by slightly overlapping them on about 1/4 inch.
And everything is putting you down. You know the world keeps spinning around. You know you're not alone.
Then I glue them on the base. There is a pentagon that I marked inside the base, so use it as a guideline for the even petals distribution.
You know you're not alone. It's time to let it go. Just make it so that everyone can see you glow and shine. It's time to break away your brand new.
The next 5 petals we need to overlap more. Use the corner as a guide for overlapping here.
It's gone. Just sing this song. You'll never ever be alone. So shine, shine, shine. You know the world keeps spinning. Know the world keeps spinning around. When you're sad and blue and everything.
Now I need to glue the small pentagon base to the large base. There is a central mark on the round base, so I'll take a pen and draw it more visible for me. Then I glue the pentagon right to the center like this. And I start to glue the second row of petals using this small pentagon as a guide. You may be thinking that I bothered too much with all these layouts and sizes and everything can be done much easier and faster by eye, but this is my approach. If all the cuts and gluings will be done simply by eye, then the flowers will be always slightly different from each other. One flower will be fine, the other will be crooked, one will be more open, the other will be more closed, etc. And some people don't bother about it and even like this variability, but I like even and symmetrical flowers. I developed my templates just for that purpose, to be sure that the result will always be what I originally intended. So I hope it makes sense and you will get my point. So let's move on. The third row already consists of 4 petals, not 5 like the rows before. Overlap them even more, like this, and using the square mark on the center as a guide, glue all 4 petals.
Down. You know the world keeps spinning around. You know you're not alone. It's time to let it go. Just make it so that everyone can see you glow and shine. It's time to break away your brand new day. So clear your head and put it all behind. All the bad is gone, just sing this song. You'll never ever be alone. So shine, shine, shine. You know the world keeps spinning.
And it remains to glue the last row, which consists of 4 smaller petals number 2. Overlap the petals like this and glue them.
You know the world keeps spinning around. You know you're not alone. It's time to let it go. Just make it so that everyone can see you glow and shine.
Great, the flower is almost ready and we just have to make the rose center. Before I start to put them together, I need to curl the petals and this will help to fold them nicely. You can use a glue stick or bone folder or a marker, but for me the most convenient way is to curl them by pressing to the edge of the table, like this. This is a matter of personal preferences and habits, so please do it the way you like. Like the first piece, I prepare and curl the remaining two pieces.
Everything is alright.
So I start with the first petal, forming the cone shape and glue it.
And I will be alright.
Then take the opposite petal and by hugging this cone, form the base for our center. Try to keep the base straight and not skewed.
Well, we always knew, but still we wonder. Now we don't have to wait any longer. 'Cause everything is alright. You and I will be alright.
Then glue the other two petals.
When you're sad and blue and everything is putting you down, you know the world keeps spinning around. You know you're not alone.
I prefer to glue the next row of petals in a circle way rather than by two opposite each other. Here I glue the first petal by only one side so that the last fourth petal in this round can be glued under it. Now you will see how it looks. Depending on the order of gluing the petals, the bud will look slightly different. I like it this way, but you can experiment and see how you will like it better.
It's time to break away a brand new day, so clear your head and put it all behind. 'Cause all the bad is gone, just sing this song, you'll never ever be alone. So shine, shine, shine. You know the world keeps spinning, know the world keeps spinning around. When you're sad and blue and everything is putting you down.
Okay, there is one row left. I also glue the petals of this row in a circle way, but open the petals a little bit more. Try to be careful and use a small amount of glue because you can easily burn yourself when putting a lot of it.
So that everyone could see you glow and shine, 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 shine. It's time to break away a brand new day, so clear your head and put it all behind. 'Cause all the bad is gone, just sing this song, you'll never ever be alone. So
Okay, now try and find the perfect position and glue the bud to the center of our flower very well.
keep spinning around, spinning around. When you're sad and blue and everything is putting you down, you know the world keeps spinning around.
Also, if you want, you can curl the edges of the petals with a glue stick or a pen, but I like it as it is. Okay, our flower is ready and I hope you enjoyed this lesson as much as I am. I wish you lots of inspiration and cannot wait to see your flowers. Please share them with me. Tag me on Instagram or use my hashtag FancyBloom or just send me the email. The biggest reward for me is to receive feedback from you. So I hope to touch with you soon and bye for now.